So, ladies and gentlemen, the Iowa caucuses are upon us, and I wanted to give my final predictions. I wanted to share my thoughts before the big day. So, as we see from this most latest polling, Donald Trump is up by 28 points over Nikki Haley. Now, here is what is fascinating. DeSantis, who was basically second to Trump, the way that it was like a year ago, before Ron DeSantis even got in, you had people say, well, when DeSantis immediately gets in, it's going to be just a total slam dunk. It's going to be DeSantis coming in. He's going to take all the energy. He's going to destroy DeSantis. He's going to destroy Trump. Trump is unelectable. All these pending cases. That was the narrative. In fact, you even had people like Tim Pool saying, well, I'm 50-50. I think I'm going to go with DeSantis. You had Ben Shapiro, who was like, yeah, no, DeSantis is the guy. Trump is unqualified, and he's damaged, and he's terrible, and he's big bad orange man, oaf, dumb, moron. All the stuff that the Ben Shapiro types, the smug, arrogant elites would say about Trump to disparage him. If you want to see the true feelings of Ben Shapiro on Donald Trump, watch when Ben Shapiro went on Bill Maher and basically equated Trump to having the intelligence of a child. That Trump wasn't the future of the Republican Party, and so on. All of these things that are so obviously not true, but that is what Ben Shapiro would want from that situation. But Ben Shapiro has been wrong about every major issue over the past, 20 years? I mean, every major substantial issue he's been wrong about. So, Trump won in 2016. I say he, honk honk in 2020. In 2024, the polls are just something on another level. So take Iowa. Did I say Trump was up by 23? No. It says he's up by 33.8. I just want to be perfectly clear about that. This poll he's up by 28. So in the final weeks, you take the average, and he's up 33.8 average. This is just one single poll. So that is an insurmountable lead. You understand that if Trump loses Iowa, that would mean that Nikki Haley would have to overcome a 33.8 deficit. That is unheard of in polling. Like, Trump being behind like 8 points in 2016, and then he'd come up like 3 or 4 points ahead. That was a shock beyond shock. But if you think that Nikki Haley is going to overcome a 28 or a 33 or a 34 or a 35 or a 41 point lead, you're out of your mind. There's no way that's going to happen. And I would also argue that a lot of these polls are skewed. There's no way that you're going to convince me that these people supporting Trump really jumped to Nikki Haley. I think, personally, these polls had it right. But as you get closer, and Iowa is very, very fickle with this, but I think as you get closer, they start pulling, maybe different people. They start making some changes. And so you get Trump looking a little bit down, but I don't think this is accurate. Now, Iowa is not known for picking the winner. In fact, they're usually known for picking the loser. However, I don't think that'll be the case. I think Trump is ahead by enough that there's not really anything that you could do to change that. So I think at the end of the day, Trump is going to win Iowa. I think that it's going to be close between Haley and DeSantis. But unfortunately, I think Haley is going to get second place. I don't think it's going to be by much. I think it's going to be by a razor's margin. But I'd love to be wrong about that. We know that Trump is going to win Iowa. There's no question about that. But if DeSantis can beat Haley for second place, that's actually very good. And Ramaswamy is going to get fourth. There's nothing that anyone can do to change that. He's not going to suddenly swell and come in third, I don't think. I don't think there's really anything that he can do to change that. He's in fourth place. But if DeSantis gets second place, he can go to New Hampshire and say, well, Nikki Haley, she doesn't really have what it takes. I beat her. Look, we have to get past Trump. Yeah, he's being indicted, but I think that we need a new direction for the future that is more in line with what I've done with Florida. So DeSantis has a lot of work cut out for him, but if he beats Haley in the second place in Iowa, Ron DeSantis can say, well, Trump got second place in 2016 in Iowa. This isn't over. But if you get third, like if you get third, you're done. And fourth place, we don't even really mention Ramaswamy, because while he's active on social media, he's a joke. Honestly, I don't have nothing against him personally, but he's a joke. His campaign is down there with Christie and Hutchinson. It's like they have no chance. So at this point, Trump is the incumbent, and you have other people vying for second place. There's no reason why any of these people other than Trump should even be in the race in the first place. There is no reason why any of these people should be in here, but they are, and Trump is going to beat them. And Nikki Haley, if she hadn't jumped into this race, she would be in such a better position. Holy shit. Rand Paul. Rand Paul, out of nowhere, wrestling reference with the RKO. Nikki Haley was caught just completely blindsided. She turned around, boom. You had Rand Paul was like, not only, I'm not endorsing anyone, but I am anti-endorsing Nikki Haley. Holy shit. That was devastating. I like Rand Paul. I do. I very much like Rand Paul. I would be okay with the Trump-Paul ticket if Trump chose Rand Paul. But I think we all know who Trump's running mate is going to be. I think it's going to be Kristi Noem. Maybe I'll do another video on that one. But yeah, I think Kristi Noem is going to be Trump's VP. I think it makes sense. They want to have a woman in there because, they're going to say, well, Trump is a misogynist, and having a woman on the ticket is going to be a way for him to be like, well, no, I'm not a misogynist. I hire the best women, the most attractive women. Nobody looks as good as the women that I hire, based on their qualifications, of course. But no, Trump is going to come out and absolutely blow people away. He's going to get Kristi Noem, and she's going to be great. And if they have a debate, Kristi Noem versus Kamala Harris, that's going to be an absolute bloodbath. Kristi Noem is going to take her lunch. Just unbelievable. I've heard Kristi Noem speak. She's very, very good. But anyway, actually, let's take a look at 2016. Let's take a look at the 2016 numbers. So in 2016, you had, Ben Carson. You had Cruz. So understand, Ted Cruz eventually won. But look at the margin here. Look at the difference. You're talking just over 5 points. So in the end, Ted Cruz ended up winning 27.6 to 24.3. But look at this. This is a tiny margin. So Cruz went up about 4 points. Trump came down about 4 points. So go back here. And you mean to tell me that you think that the difference, 4 points, 4 points up, 4 points down, that's you could say that's an 8-point difference overall. 4 more for Cruz, for whatever. You can put it any way you want. But 33. There's no chance. There is no chance that Trump doesn't win Iowa. The only difference here would be, and I mean, look at this for a second. June 12th. Look at this. May 17th, 2023. Trump's at 40. DeSantis is at 28. Boom. DeSantis takes a hit. 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 And Trump just keeps going up. Boom. DeSantis going up a little bit, and then just craters off. And Nikki Haley comes up with the rise, and now she's in second place. So the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because I think that it's very crucial that we get past a lot of the stuff on Twitter that we see, a lot of the filler, a lot of the desperation, a lot of the bots, a lot of the phonies and fakes trying to make it about themselves. At the end of the day, this is an insurmountable lead. And people who are saying that DeSantis is really going to win, I've seen that. Styx Hexenhammer talked about it as well. You have people that are saying, genuinely, that DeSantis is going to win. He's going to beat Trump. And if you believe that DeSantis is going to beat Trump, that he's going to overcome an over 33% lead, you're nuts. You're absolutely nuts. Anyway, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you next time.